We are old enough to remember when racing games had the difficulty curve equivalent to that of a stair climber. Like, you start the game with your beginner car, and your enemies are complete pushovers at first. Then they get significant upgrades to their cars and completely wipe the floor with you. If you do manage to beat them, you get those same upgrades, and they go back to being pushovers, until the next set of racers get the next set of upgrades, or outright better cars. Beat those racers, you get even more upgrades and new cars. Rinse and repeat this process until you beat the final racers of the story. Modern racing games don't do that anymore. In most modern racers, literally every car is available for purchase the moment you hit new game, and you usually start in a higher tier car as opposed to a glorified shitbox. Seeing as this all but removes the standard difficulty curve, most developers just give you a slew of difficulty options out of the box, and you can decide how easy or hard you want your play experience to be. It's just as well, given that the gameplay loop of win races, make money, buy upgrades, and more cars no longer has an end point. Most racing games have done away with the traditional roll credits altogether. So where do we stand on this? When we set the difficulty for a racing game, we set it just hard enough that we have to actually push a bit to stay in the top 3. Seeing as players generally get rewarded equally for third place and up, there isn't much incentive to strive for first in every race. Not to mention, it's a lot more exciting to lose every once in a while. I mean, nobody wants to watch a player who is consistently 20 to 30 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. And for the player, higher difficulties tend to come with much better rewards, more money and EXP, as well as better part drops. Not to mention, the added challenge will lead to you improving your skills as a racer over time, so it's really a win-win. Unless, of course, the game phones it in completely and gives the player the exact same rewards for last place as they do for first. Looking at you, Forza Horizon,